Yes, 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 people, we are back. We are back. We are back. H God, Beer Sports Talk, and we are back. So, in this one, we are coming here to recap, right? The first night of one of my favorite things to happen during the year. And that is WrestleMania, people. Yep, that is right. Your boy H God is a massive WWE fan. 100%. From a boy till now, that's been my shit. I fuck with it. You know what I mean? So, every year we locked in and we always have to check out Mania. You know what I mean? Always have to watch it live and direct, see what's happening. And now I'm about to break it down from my point of view for y'all. So you already know, Mania, that's like the flagship. Like that's like WWE Super Bowl, you know what I mean? World Cup final, NBA final. So whatever you want to equate it to, that is what it's like. So you already know, them forward out big. It's in Vegas. You already know how Vegas is. They're having it at, I think it's called the Allegiant Stadium, yeah man, the Raider Stadium. Super nice, super modern. So they got like the big everything, you know what I mean? Like I will say this year's stage setup is hard. Like I'm impressed with how high level. Like it looks like I can't even imagine like the staging crew trying to put that shit up, bro, with how massive it looked. Like super great. You know what I mean? The pyro was kind of weak, in my opinion, you know what I mean, compared to like other years. But I don't know, maybe they had to save the budget, you know what I mean? Because like the stage entrance monument thing itself was pretty like outrageous and outlandish. And you know what I mean? Night one had a lot of great entrances also behind that. So you could see that like aesthetically, I think this year, the look of it was something that they wanted to invest very heavily in, and they did. So, opening match, right? Opening match is the World Heavyweight Championship match. Yeah, Jey Uso versus Gunther, the ring general, as they say. You know what I mean? And, they do their thing. Jey Uso, he makes his typical entrance through the crowd and shit, you know what I mean? Everybody doing the yeet and all that, but you could see that bro is like, he's taking in like the moment, you know what I mean? Like he ain't even his usual animated self like that certain way. It's like he can see him really stop and take a check, like him and say, yo, like my reach, bro, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, yo, I'm here, you know? And funny enough, that almost seemed like some foreshadowing. So he makes his entrance, Gunther makes his entrance. I thought Gunther's entrance was kind of, regular. I mean, it's Mania, so it's supposed to kind of go extravagant and kind of do it, you know what I mean, a bit extra. But, that's never been Gunther's character ever. So, regular entrance. And the match itself was, it was a very good match. Like, you could see the two, their styles aren't necessarily the best to mesh with each other, in my opinion. So it's like and also let me get this out there, bro. Like, what a terrible crowd, bro. Like, not to say, oh, you have to fake it, but it's like, I can't imagine that they paid all that money to go there and like the crowd was kind of dead. You know what I mean? No, not saying the match was great and the crowd was dead, because I'm not necessarily saying it was a great match either, but like the crowd was dead for the most part. And there were some good spots, the usual stuff, Gunther with the chops and all that. But personally, I think the crowd really got into it towards the end and reacted, as shit as I did at home when Jey Uso eventually submitted Gunther with his own move and got the victory and is now World Heavyweight Champion. Now, me personally, like, I like the ending because I like Jey Uso. Pause. Whoa. I have a lot of respect for Jey Uso as a performer. You know what I mean? Like, he's a dope wrestler and all that. And I'm not upset with the result, so to say. So it's more so like the finish. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of felt like, oh yeah, we're just giving people what they want, which is good, but it almost seems like they didn't really put much thought and plan into it too crazy. Like, you know what I mean? I feel it felt like they just used that whole emotional aspect. Oh, you know, I'm gonna beat up a red eye twin right there, so, and just pushed it off that and just used the goodwill of the fact that they know that, yeah, people are going to like it because they like Jay. So it was interesting, but I'm happy with the result either way, you know what I mean? And this victory significant for Jay himself, you know what I mean? First major singles title in his career, and is only up for the bloodline from here. And you know, in the end, you know, his brother comes out, celebrates with him, good feels, all that. You know, yeah, WWE definitely making full advantage of the emotional side, you know what I mean? And like I said, the crowd liked it. You know what I mean? The crowd liked it. The match was kind of so-so, but the crowd liked it. So, match number 2 on the card now. We had the New Day versus the War Raiders for the World Tag Team Championships. You know, obviously New Day, they've been on this new heel wave. You know what I mean? They kicked Big E out, all that, which, and especially for like this match, I don't think WWE did enough to make use of like that heat there from Big E, because, I mean, being honest with this, the match was kind of flat. You know what I mean? The match kind of flat. And we all know that not everybody truly appreciates tag team wrestling, so unless, you know, it's a really crazy, high, spotty effect, the crowd isn't necessarily going to get too into it. I mean, it was an overall good match. You know what I mean? It was a good match. And, you know, the match ends by the New Day doing their typical heelish stuff and, you know, running interference and getting the win, and literally stealing the win and running away with the belts up the ramp. You know what I mean? Which for me, like, the New Day, like, you can't hate them, man. Kofi, Xavier Woods, they're such great professionals, because like, you could see they're really into these characters. You know what I mean? And they're really selling it. Really selling it. So that was really an okay match. Not too much to say about it. You know, your prototypical tag team match. And, you know, like I said, New Day ran the interference and got the win. And that actually is marking their first win at WrestleMania. Now I'm looking it up, and that's crazy to think. So yo, shout out to the New Day, man. The New Day, as they call it. Okay, third match on the card now, and we had Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Now, you know, this whole storyline being, you know, Jade came into the business, her and Bianca, tag team champions, you know, Naomi being jealous, you know what I mean, feeling underappreciated, stuff like that. Attack Jade, takes her out. She finds out, so now, here they are, match at WrestleMania. And this is also, you know, another good match. I would say they meshed well, like, and Jade ends up getting the victory, but I feel so like bad for Naomi because she's such an amazing wrestler, man. You know what I mean? And it feels like they could be doing a lot more with her. It definitely feels like they could be doing a lot more with her and her talent and ability, because, I mean, make no mistake about it, it's like Jade won the match, but Naomi comprehensively out-wrestled her in this particular match. You know what I mean? And I mean, I would expect that because Cargill, she's still fairly green to wrestling compared to like a Naomi. You know what I mean? Naomi's more refined, more seasoned You know what I mean? Like, she's more of a vet than her, you know, but, you know, Jade with her strength and athleticism, how it just pops, you know what I mean? Like, it's like with Jade, like, she's a definite star. She's a definite star, you know what I mean? You could just see that she just needs to continuously doing stuff like this, you know what I mean? Getting big matches, working with higher level talent, learning, developing, and she'll get there. But overall good match. Personally, I thought, and I guess maybe they're just trying to end the storyline to move them on to something better, but maybe Naomi getting the win would have been a little bit better. You know what I mean? Even if you wanted to do a little nefarious run interference type joint to get her to win, it would have been cool, but you know, I mean, makes sense. Jade gets it, and now we'll see where this leads moving forward. Fourth match of the night, and this match right here, this is probably one of my favorite matches of the night, because I'm all aboard the Jacob Fatu hype train, man. You know what I mean? I'm all above, and I'm all aboard the Jacob Fatu hype train. I'm buying into the character, you know what I mean? The energy, the vibe, like he just give me that Umaga vibe, but just more modern. You know, obviously family ties, but it's like he just, out of everyone in the bloodline that I've seen, he's the one that just completely encompasses that role, that persona's Umaga. You know what I mean? Like, just the vibe, then you know, the modernness. He got the gold teeth. He got the werewolf mask when he come out. He with Solo hyping him up. You know what I mean? He walking down, he doing the Umaga, the shake. Yeah. Bro look like a straight up star. And he's forwarding down to go up against another star, LA's finest, LA Knight. And you know what I mean, bro makes his entrance, he pulls up on the ramp in the Maserati, you know what I mean, he doing the chant, LA Knight, yeah, you know, crowd into it, and like I said, not too much to say about this match, bro. Jacob Fatu is a star, like, bro just got it, and definitely putting the United States Championship on him right now is a great idea. It's not like definitely the move to make right now. And pretty soon they're gonna have to separate him from Solo and really push him as his own star, because like he got that I don't wanna go and brush too far ahead, but he has that big super heel menace type monster energy that the company has been missing, you know what I mean? Because while they have heels, they don't really have that top heel currently, like when they had a Lesnar or somebody like that, you know what I mean? And I definitely feel like Fatu can be developed into that, like just the way he moves, his moveset, his athleticism, him being able to move like that, being so big, being so intimidating, yeah, bona fide star. Like I said, Jacob Fatu hype train, I'm all on board. Next, we had the match that, I'll be honest with you, I care the least about through this whole thing. It's no disrespect to anybody, but El Grande Americano beating Rey Fenix. It should have been Rey Mysterio, but you know, Rey got injured, so he couldn't medically compete. But Rey Fenix stepped in for him, you know what I mean? And I mean, yeah, what is there really to say? I mean, I guess it makes a bit more sense now why they've been pushing it, because we then found out in the night that WWE acquired the Mexican wrestling promotion, AAA, you know what I mean? That's like Mexican lucha libre, you know what I mean? You got the luchadors, the guys that wear masks, so we should be seeing a lot more top talent in there. But yeah, this was a bathroom break match for me, and it's no disrespect to any El Grande or Rey Fenix, because both phenomenal wrestlers. It's just like, it just didn't make sense, you know? It just didn't make sense to me. Maybe if Rey Mysterio was in there, you know, it would have been a bit better, but yeah, so El Grande gets the win doing his usual nefarious stuff, the metal face mask, and yeah, that's how that went. So now, the match that I like to call the co-main event of any night, because it's a very important match. You know, you always want to put a match that's proper to get the crowd amped up, but not too amped up to where they have no energy for the main event. And this match was a perfect match for that. Having the WWE Championship match between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. And this one right here, you could tell that it was personal. If you didn't know already, based on the stuff that had been said in the build-up, you know what I mean? They got really personal. So this match on the night was probably the match that was closest to the realism of like a real fight all night. Like you could tell that they were out there and these two young ladies were really trying to hurt each other. And not hurt each other in like a malicious way, or I'm trying to take you. No, they're still performing and put on a great show, but you could tell that a couple of those strikes, there was some venom behind them. And I mean, how could there not be? You know what I mean? From Tiffany saying Charlotte's gonna be 0-3, just like how she is in marriages, and to Charlotte saying, oh, you know, Tiffany, I don't know if he's her fiance or her boyfriend, husband, whatever it is, but they go together, how, you know what I mean, Ludwig Kaiser's in their DMs, like, yeah, shit got catty real fast. And you see, this is the type of shit I love, because it makes the matches so much better, because like I said, they were out there hitting each other, bro. Like Tiffany lost a tooth. Like halfway through the match, her mouth was bloody. Like you could tell, like she was going in on like that injured knee of Charlotte that just got repaired, that she got the knee brace on. Like there was just a little bit, in my opinion, too much attention and spots to that knee. I'm like, yo, she only just came back. Take it easy. So it's like, it was super hard hitting. Like, listen, like I said, I've been saying it, the best thing WWE did was let the women actually wrestle, actually go out there and perform. And they did not disappoint. You know what I mean? They definitely didn't disappoint. And yeah, great match, and a great match to set up the main event. The match that we've all been anticipating and waiting for, that we knew was ending night one, and that was the triple threat match between Rollins, Reigns, and Punk. And, you know what I mean, just off the rip, you know, having the added stipulation of Heyman's in Punk's corner, that little mind game going on there, Roman feeling like, yo, everybody is going against me, you can't trust anybody. Rollins just in the middle, poking the bear of all that. And it all happens, you know, like I said, dope entrances. You have Roman coming in by himself, you know what I mean, walking down, doing his usual OTC, but look across, there's nobody there with him. One of the first times, you know, you could see it's kind of affecting him. You know what I mean? Punk comes out like in living color, performing the song, dope. He got Heyman with him, Heyman walking. Rollins comes out, you know, his typical shit, he burning shit down, he got the flamethrower. Then the lights, he in the all black, then the lights go black, the lights pop back on, he in the all white, he's stunting. Yeah, the superstar thing, straight up, you see it. So the match starts, and it's a barn burner. Like obviously, you got three of the best in the business going at it. It's a great match, most definitely. But the biggest thing, and the thing that everybody's talking about, and we're just gonna, like, yeah, the match was good, but we're not here to talk about the match. We're here to talk about the fact of what happened at the end. And Seth freaking Rollins is now a Paul Heyman guy. And I mean, yeah, you could say you seen it coming, but it was definitely a very good swerve. You know what I mean? It's a very good swerve. You know what I mean? Heyman betraying Punk because he just feels like, yo, I'm just a pawn in your hand. You're just using me. You don't value me. Him betraying Reigns because he's like, as much loyalty and faith I've given you, there have been so many times where you've just ill-treated me and treated me wrong. And I mean, we know who Paul Heyman is, man. Paul he's an opportunist. So he's always going to go to whoever he feels is the next big thing. And he's probably feeling like Reigns' time is up and Rollins' time is now. And we already know Rollins, he's been championing the I'm not a part-timer, I'm here completely, and all these other part-timers aren't worthy movement. His frustrations. So teaming up with a guy like Paul Heyman, it's very, very interesting to see, and it was a great way to end the night, a great swerve, and to me, overall, a great WrestleMania night one, you know? And I can't wait to see what happens on night two for some of the matches coming up. So with that being said, that's all I have for y'all in this one. You know what I mean? Thank you for locking in with me, staying tuned in, and listen, if you made it this far, comment Mania 41 so we could know that you're part of the locked all the way in gang. And until the next time, people, I'm out.